Sukuban games. These board games. Glitch City. 2070X AD. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the white something shit. Don't read fast enough. Here, brutality in all forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. It's a bad place to look for answers, guys. Honestly. Bottom of the glass is just bottom of the glass. On a small road just seconds away from Main Street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the Valhalla. That's a mouthful, but we just call it Valhalla. Oh. Damn it! Small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where the story unfolds. Alright. Hi. Welcome to, I guess the first video. But yeah, hi. I'm Bridget. I don't know how else to introduce myself. I don't have a gimmick. I don't, have a top of the morning or what's up, bros. Hi, I'm Bridget, and I want to take you on an adventure. A cyberpunk bartending action adventure. This game is going to be heavily story-based, which you're going to see a lot of from me. I love me some story. So, I'm going to set a timer here. And we'll get started. First episode. And who doesn't want extra cyberpunk bartending action, whatever this ends up being? Losing my voice today. Of course, of all days. So I've got, don't start again. I've got no face cam at the moment. My setup is not fully set up. Hopefully, in the future, you'll get to see my, I'd say lovely face, but, that's up for debate. Lovely is a matter of, personal preference. Alright, let's jump right into it. Valhalla. VA-11 Hall A. Psst. Hey, over here. Boo. How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game's starting and the player needs to get a good first impression of its main character. I'm not gonna give you a good one. I can't talk. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend. The bar will eventually close. And I'll admit, the little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. So aren't you the girl that was in the TV? How were you in the TV? So, I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally try to find it. In any case, you should totally check out the parcel you just got. See ya! Oh, just a dream. There's something near the door. Chapter 1. Primera. Lots of dark screen. Your membership to Shining Fingered We need to talk about renaming that. That sounds inappropriate. Well, automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure you have an account. Your account has at least $800 by then. Oh, so she's as broke as I am. Cool. I can get behind this character. Life backup app. You can now browse Augmented Eye. That's a better name than Life Fingered. Or Shining Fingered? Shining Fingered. Oh, hold to unlock. I'm an idiot. Life backup. Save. So you can see it's been played a little before. That's what happens when you share Steam with other people. Cyborg and Heels. Sounds like, something I would watch. Who's 4? His acting is unnatural. I don't think he cares about the roles of nature anyway. 4. I don't know who 4 is. What should 4 sound like? Yeah, I really don't care. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to security. I wonder what Alma thinks of this whole thing. That's an interesting name. Said Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. Prime Minister Quincy. Shallow threats, of course. I'm not gonna read all of this. This is a lot of reading. And this game's already gonna be a lot of reading, from what I understand. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments. No, I don't care about economics. What is this song? I don't know, but I don't like it. Well, I didn't not like it. Ooh. That's funky. I like that one. I have no money. Let's go to work. Aw, I wouldn't leave without you 4. Tuesday. Good evening. Oh, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John Fay skill? When you let people call you Jules. Quiet. You okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Dunno. She went out to buy some stuff. Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yeah, you look distracted. Very, very distracted. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Oh, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... Oh. I was so that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. There she is again! Oh, and she's gone. Holy! $59.99 for a cup of ramen? Ugh. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, but I'm apparently going crazy. And on top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there's all the beer cans around my apartment. Jill! Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. I'm not gonna be very good at voices today, guys. I'm sorry. Obviously, you can probably hear it, me losing my voice. All the coughing. If you can make me a piano man, I'll skip the rest. But, bear with me for a second, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book. It will show up on the top left. Gas and sort drinks. Ugh. By flavors like sweet and types like mint. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from your cells to the right shaker in the center. Gil. When done, press the mix button and press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink to serve it itself to serve it. And that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. So he wants a Sugar Rush or a Piano Man. I should probably do the Sugar Rush, but I'm not going to because I want to skip right ahead to getting into this game. And all that. 3, 5 powdered Delta. What are these ingredients? 5 Planner Guide. And 3 Carmetrine. All on the rocks and mixed. Cool. Sour promo strong. So, here, happy? Yes, great. I stand corrected. Now, let's get working. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But, if the recipe already had over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional Carmetrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional Carmetrine does not count towards making a big drink, of course. Carmetrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please, be mindful of that. Are you done with the exposition? No, I am, yeah. Dana. Hey guys! Oh, are they? Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest, or bring her unconscious body in here. She's gonna make such a ruckus when she wakes up, and you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There's 2 of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think the chief knocked her out? No, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl. At least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. Well, I just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? Well, you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what. We've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well... So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all of that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun! Just that? Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. And with that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. Do I get to try to hear them before I select them? Yeah, I don't know what the logic was behind that decision. A little bit of skipping ahead there. Move past all of the song selecting because I spent far too long. It's a thing I do. Now we've got 12 songs in the jukebox. Let's go. Time to mix drinks, change lives. Hey, you. Give me a beer. Oh, sure, right on it. He wants a beer. Looks like quite the big guy, though. Is that a hint? You gonna make it a big beer? I assume so? And you said doubling the ingredients. So 2 powdered delta, 4 of these, and 8 of these. All mixed. Traditionally, brewed beer has become a luxury. Oh, really? But this one's pretty close to the real one. Or the real deal. Bubbly classic vintage. Here you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good. In fact, nice job. Thanks, I guess? You're lucky. I was in a meeting close by. Household could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. Got some hate for New Jersey here. I'm Canadian, I wouldn't know. Huh. What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Oh, hey, I read your paper. Nothing gets published here without my blessing. The day started with quite an interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey! People love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't even read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. And the poor bastards think it'll help them make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on the topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I've had enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get desensitized. People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now, you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy got hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easy to write about. And you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Huh, I guess he has a point. Well, what about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about it is they know half our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? Kid on the restaurant critique column? Shit. Forgot the brat's name. Restaurant, I believe that's... That kid couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Do you look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Beer, again. Well, the last one was good. This man likes his beer. They come cheaper in bulk at the store, though. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8 of those, all mixed. Success. Here. Ah, it's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. So tell me, do you see any celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. The place smells like soap and dog piss. I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. Doing my best here, thank you very much! Who was that? Nobody important. Hey! I heard that! Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell, rather a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities? Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love? Fall from grace? Why do you think the gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want to see is their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. I think the gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if the guy I saw in a random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals would practically be a public indecency, but still. Oh please, as a bartender I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that kind of stuff. You just like hairdressers. Sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key here. Just the other day I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones that constantly cultivate the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. You go into exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. I can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays a nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, Brat? Well, two can play at that game. Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Pinky in the brain. What are we gonna do tonight, Brian? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. I like it. I like that reference. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories, and got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me about all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghost rating. Half our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway. Eventually the people from the stories would know that it's me and then blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. And I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer's waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? No, not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title, it's too impersonal and cold. It is? But Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general. But Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them. Not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, God's no. But I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or the name appearing on their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Oh, you're a likable guy, Mr. Donovan D. Dawson. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking me something? What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Oh, yeah. You know what? 3rd time's the charm. Give me a beer. Alright. 3rd time's the charm. For what? Anyway, better drink that beer. You know what? We're gonna make it a double again. Maybe he'll get drunk and leave. Or I'll be able to cut him off. This guy's a tool bag. 6, 8. Mix. 1 beer. 1 beer. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. Say, kid, does this beer have any investors? Does this bar have any investors? Yes, they're investing in that single beer that you just drank. Mm-hmm. That's what he said, Bridget. Nice try. He didn't call it a hellhole? There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his name all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Ew. Inappropriate comment, sir. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Well, but I mean, if you give me money so you can make more, let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their nose in and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to the boss if you still have to work with to be the boss if you still have to work for somebody else? There's always a bigger fish, Mr. Donovan. Always a bigger fish. You still have to answer to the unions, the government, and that kind of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. Oh, heaven forbid you have to show your face. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And then there's always that one guy or girl that says, hey, why don't you do what this other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they need more clicks. More clicks! Let me turn up my brightness here. You just realized I'm playing on a Mac. The sin! Oh well. I make sure to keep stuff spicy while I keep production quality up, but it's never enough for them. I'm well aware it's PC Master Race, guys, but fight me. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. Oops, what did I do? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Wait, is that how much I've made? Do I get that, or does that pay out to the bar? And then I get a fraction of that. Probably the latter. I'll show them what happened when I do it. they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan T. Dawson is. And then he just leaves. Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened to Sven, though. Never heard from him again. Jill? Yes? What the hell happened in that bathroom? This kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs? Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling. The sinks. The toilets. The vents. Shh. You'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I... Big gut punch. Fast. Alright. He wants a gut punch. I want to give him a gut punch, alright. Yeah, don't be rude. Bartender is not your slave. Anyone in the service industry is not your slave. Aged optional. Gut punch. Big. Here. You can actually do it then. This crack house is a bar. Hellhole crack house. Smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come into our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? This guy's super dicky. Like, no. The payment register says. Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram. McDougal. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant regardless. I want to punch this guy. If I pay you, will you come up to a motel for a couple hours? No. That was forward of you. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come into our bar then? Somebody recommended this place, and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all, and I'm starting to doubt her taste. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede on one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Yeah, I do. Hey Jill, where'd you put that dish soap? Gil's run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So, any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No. Nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. Can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Dana Zane. Dana Zane. The red comment. The woman who fended off Mall Riders all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know Boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories. They sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed riders with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax, though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. Once involved a Class 5 weaponry. The other one, a pickup artist, and the latest one had an alpaca. An alpaca. Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming that she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please. There's a word I haven't heard today. Thought Donovan said it once. Coming right up. He wants a pile driver. Honestly, I feel like suplexing him though. Ha ha ha. Pile driver. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I'm doubling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't burn as hard on the tongue, but you better not have a sore throat when drinking it. Cool. Here's your double pile driver. Here. It's fine, I guess. Hey lady, you ever faked an orgasm? Personal? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked if you ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. It's also a question I wouldn't answer. A random stranger on the internet? I guess, in case you feel like commenting and asking me that. Or Brent, does he have screws on his neck? Is he part cyborg? I'd be okay with cyborgs. Cyborgs... I mean, they did say cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. Anyway, it's not a question I'm gonna answer. I'll take that as a yes. Don't. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for the moment the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. But what if they don't exist? I guess for lots of people they do. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Rude! Super not okay. Still, that's quite the random thought for you to just suddenly have. Jill, you are an expert at dodging this stuff. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really. I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. Alright, let's give him a fringe weaver. Yeah, let's do that, Jill. Let's just get this guy out of here as quick as possible. $18? All aged and mixed. I'm just doubling everything. Everything's double. Try not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey lady, have you ever felt empty? What is with this guy and the most aggressively blunt questions? Some of those aren't okay, you know? Empty how? Like, hungry? No, I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel like there's this part of myself that lacks something. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? It might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising? Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is... bitches and alcohol. Really? Blackjack and hookers? Are you the bender of this world? I tried sex tourism once. That is not a thing I can get behind. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, so I left midway through. I bet it was! Random sex partners is not advisable sometimes. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. Good to know. You're a little too open about your sex life, sir. I also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day. 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. That is a weird thing to do. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? Yeah, you definitely shouldn't. Wow. I'm not even gonna read that line. We're gonna move on. I'm trying to blank then. I can't think of anything that might help. Yeah, I can't help you either. We're gonna pause here for a second. Hello. Hi. I'm okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Well, and you're not the biggest fan of nights anyway. You were always happier doing mornings. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah. Thank you. I love. And we're back. If I can hear. Alright. I'm drawing a blank then. I can't think of anything that might help. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I can't help you, sir. You need professional help. I wasn't expecting you to help me, or to believe me. Huh? I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Yeah, just not usually about weird things like that. Not deadpan like that, usually. Usually. It happens, but... Anyway, I'm leaving now. That smell is killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. Please don't. Good. Phew. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. Is that me? I'm pretty. It's now safe to keep playing. Was it not safe before? Actually, before we get back into this, I guess I should end the episode here. So, thanks for joining me. It's been real. See you next time, I guess. Bye.